Suprabhatam Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. We will first see the word split. Yat tat agre visham iva pariname amritopamam tat sukham satvikam proktam atmabuddhi prasadajam. In the previous day's shloka, it was mentioned that three types of sukha will be mentioned: comfort, happiness. So three types of comfort, three types of happiness will be discussed. And you know, sattvika, rajasika and tamasika. So in that, what is the sattvika sukha? What is sattvika comfort? We are all human beings. We always say sukham me bhuyat, dukkham me ma bhoot. Let me always be happy and comfortable. Let me not suffer. That is the desire of a prani matra. Every being, from an ant to an elephant, everyone has this desire. But we being human beings endowed with a better intellectual capability, we have to seek out for sattvika sukha and not merely instinct driven sukha. So then what is a sattvika sukha? That is beautifully codified in this shloka, which is applicable right from the realm of spirituality to our day-to-day conduct and life also. Now let us quickly see the meaning of it and then see how it's applied in our day-to-day life. Yattat agre vishamiva. Agre. When you certain things, when you come face to face to it for the first time, they will appear as if it is poisonous, difficult to accept. But pariname amritopamam. In consequence, it will be nectar-like. It will be fantastic. You will thank yourself for doing that. Yes, now it is good. Initially it was difficult when this thing was advised to me. But now, yes, thankfully I took that and now I am feeling very happy. And then Atmabuddhi prasadajam. This has many interpretations, but this gives a level of clarity about the self, because you are very clear about what to take and what not to take towards achieving your sukha. So your mind is less cluttered, and so there is a sense of clarity, and with clarity we enjoy greater pleasure. So in the Vedantic sense, what is generally visham? Acharya Shankara says, Jnana, Vairagya, Dhyana, Samadhi. All these are taught. Jnana, Vairagya, Dhyana, Samadhi. Oh, who wants this? It is all difficult. What is our natural tendency? Paranchikhani vyatranat swayambhuhu. There are the senses and there are the objects of the senses. Let us connect with it and let us enjoy. But if someone says, close your eyes, meditate, do dhyana, do samadhi, understand yourself, you are beyond the body, mind, senses, etc. This is as if poison. Who wants all these things? But pariname amritopamam. When we slowly understand what this means in reality, when we associate ourselves too much with the body, mind, senses, the body's demands, cravings, desires of the mind, they are never ceasing. Thanks that now I have developed some jnana vairagya, I feel better. Jnana paripaka, when it comes about, that maturity when that comes about, we are happy. And then that it also gives a clarity about our true nature. Atma buddhihi, Atma vishaya buddhihi. We understand, oh, my true nature is consciousness. Then we are in a state of prasada. Prasadastu prasannata. Always we are in a state of happiness. So hence, Vedantic knowledge, initially it will sound as if it is a poison, but when it is gradually absorbed, when the reality dawns in our mind, then there will be a lot of clarity and happiness, pleasantness always. This kind of knowledge is the highest understanding of Sattvika, this Sattvika Sukham. But how do we apply it? How do we connect it to our day-to-day life? Swami Shivananda, when he gives the example for this, he says that there is a medicine. He says that Nox Swamika. He gives this in his Bhagavad Gita commentary itself. He was a doctor also. Nox Swamika. This medicine, he says, when you taste it, how does that medicine taste? Extremely bitter. So once that, but if that bitter medicine is taken, Swami Shivananda in his commentary says that a person is able to overcome dyspepsia and other such bloating of the abdomen, etc. So initially the medicine tastes extremely bitter, but the parinama of it, the outcome of it, the result of it is very, very pleasing, and you are happy that you took that bitter medicine. So that is in the case of medicine also. And in our day-to-day life also, in your yoga practice and other things, who will get on to the yoga mat? Why to do Virabhadrasana? Why to do that asana, this asana? Shavasana is the best. Why to flex the body this way and that way? That is Visham only. Any good advice, any good practice initially will be Visham, but after doing it, you will feel, thank God I did my yoga practice today. Vapuh krishatvam, vadane prasannata, nadas phutatvam, all these I am able to, arogyam, angalaghavam, I feel better, my body feels light, thank God I did my yoga practice. Pariname amrutopamam. So this kind, and that also gives a sense of clarity in the mind. So in the context of yoga practice also, in the pursuit of academics also, who will do day-to-day work, day-to-day study? The class is over. Today the job is done. I will throw the bag somewhere and then go for some other thing. No, today's work I finish. Today what was taught, I just reflect upon it, study, make notes, that's all. If I do, those are very difficult to incorporate in the dinacharya. But if you incorporate a progressive kind of approach, every day you keep doing it, then pariname amrutopamam. When the evaluation time comes, you are not worried at all. You just ace it like anything. So hence, and that also gives a lot of clarity. Now that you have done things systematically, methodically, then Atma Buddhi Prasada, your mind will be in a state of clarity. Even if some question comes out of syllabus also, you are able to manage, think better, etc. So hence, that is the approach to Sattvika Sukha. So anything that you encounter in your life, if you want to accept it or not, if you want to accept a thing or to enjoy that comfort or not, ensure whether this principle, Agre Visham, Pariname Amritam, whether this applies. In sociological context also, in election times people give, I will give that, you will give money and vote. So that is instant gratification. Agre Sukham, Pariname Visham. See, tamas is opposite. So, sattva is initially difficult, in consequence it is good. But tamas is initially gratifying, later it has kind of negative things. So hence people accept money and then they vote and then they suffer under such corrupt people. So hence in evaluating any offer that comes to you for happiness and well-being, let this be the parameter. And one serious thing also I just wanted to say, in the context of research also, what happens is instant results. Oh, do this practice for 1 week, immediately is there a result? No, all those things do not happen. It is normally any change that we want to see will come with Dirghakala, Nairantarya, Satkara. So initially it will be a difficult process, and the outcome, especially in the field of yoga, instant change. So instant gratification, like instant rasam powder and instant sambar powder. If you expect an instant result from yoga, can't we expect instant result from yoga? Of course you can, but to some extent. But in spirit, yoga is a lifestyle practice. So hence the longitudinal study, longitudinal research is what probably is appropriate, because it's a lifestyle change. Do 2 weeks of yoga practice, what does it bring about? 1 week of yoga practice, what does it? The results may be marginal, but if substantial thing has to come about, it comes with a methodical, systematic and longitudinal approach. So hence this drive for instant results especially is not very appropriate in the context of yoga research, for research in that matter also. Or else we will go the way of the West. Many Western medicine, they bring about instant pain relief. Paracetamol, recently studies have come about. They have said that how detrimental it is for the liver and other things. People know this. So, instant result, if anything gives, instantly if something gives some benefit, then its consequence is bound to be negative. But initially it is a arduous path, but in consequence it is good, then that is a sattvika approach, and that is indigenous approach, that is the yogic approach. That is when your research, study, approach to life becomes a sattvic, or else we will lapse into tamasic way of life. This fundamental multi-layered teaching of Krishna is ever relevant in this manner. Thank you.
Very good morning to all. Today we have a very special guest. I'm very happy to introduce him to all of you. His introduction itself becomes a motivation for all of us. Shri Dr. Siddharth Giriji, please come, sir. Dr. Siddharth is a scientist F at ICMR Regional Research Center, Bhubaneswar. I can remember a quote: "The purpose of education is to turn mirror into windows." So he is a perfect example for that. So he has done his MBBS from S-VYASA Medical College, Barla, Odisha. He has done his MD Microbiology from Ramchandra Medical College and Research Institute, Chennai. He has done his PhD in Microbiology from Christian Medical College, Vellore. He has done his MSc in Epidemiology from London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine, UK. So that is his education. Before joining to ICMR, he was Associate Professor in Department of Microbiology, the Christian Medical College, Vellore. Sir is also a very great researcher. So I can quote, he has authored many articles, some of the prestigious journals. I can quote that the PLOS Global Public Health, the Journal of Medical Virology, and BMJ Global Health. These are the prestigious journals where his articles have published. We welcome you, sir, for our S-VYASA. Sir is here to participate in a workshop, a research workshop, and he is going to enlighten our budding research of S-VYASA. Thank you for coming, sir. I request you to hoist the flag after the Shanti Mantra. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhagnani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.